I can grow your business to this level for free. And if I get it to that level, then I get a vested interest. I get my basically my equity piece. And we did that with one of the local companies here called the NuLeaf Naturals, one of the biggest CBD oil companies in the world. And we were able to take the sales from, I think it was about $20,000 a month in 2016 to 2018 to become number 11 in Inc. 5000. First company, first or highest growth in Colorado history.
Hi, and welcome to the Awakening series. My name is Kimberly Archuleta. Today we are here with a brilliant mind, a dear friend of mine, Moe Aduan. Moe Aduan has an amazing background. He has done so many amazing things in regards to entrepreneurship, and we're going to dive into how he became the amazing entrepreneur he is and what he's doing now. Moe, thank you for your time and welcome.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
You're welcome. So if you could give us some insight about your journey.
Sure. So I started my journey in the year 2000. I moved to San Francisco to go to college after high school. I moved from Palestine and I started working. The first week I landed in San Francisco for the first 3 years, making falafel. And then I graduated to become a taxi cab driver while going to school, which was an amazing experience, actually.
I love it. I love it. So you were in the falafel world and then you became a taxi driver while you were going to school. What were you going to school for?
I was going to school for business management to San Francisco State University, early 2000. And then I ended up transferring credit to CU Denver. And that's where I got my accounting degree.
Okay. What made you decide on accounting?
Really, I like numbers. And I think by being an accountant, you get exposed to so many financial statements and businesses, then you'll be able to forecast and see which one is the best option to go with. And that's exactly what I did once I opened my practice in 2010.
Awesome. So Moe, what did you do after that? Did you know that you were going to start an amazing, ginormous accounting firm, or like, what did you think?
I did not. I mean, graduating in 2009 was pretty tough because we had the 2008 recession, and coming out of that, nobody was hiring. And then I ended up getting hired actually at Fidelity doing internal audit, which I did not like at all because it was straining and I just did not see a future in that. I started thinking, what's the best option here to start a business? And that's when I started my accounting firm out of my house. One of the bedrooms actually was the office at first. And then from there, I had two strategies to acquire clients: offer my services for free for the first few months so they can see me and see how I do and how I perform. And then from there, I can start charging them. And the second way, I thought, keep your accountant currently that you have, but let me look over what they have done to see if I identify ways I can improve on their financials. And that's how my business started growing to an office and so on and so forth.
Okay. I never thought about that as far as giving your services away, but I absolutely love that. Like if I would have started my business off, my training and development company, like with giving away free, like a free course that we build out for them, why wouldn't they stick with me for all of their other courses? I think that's absolutely brilliant. And the other idea is just making sure that what the other accounting firm is doing is up to par. And if it is, great. If it's not, let's work together.
Totally. I mean, some of the stuff I see from their financial, the reason I was asking them, let me review the work for free, is because I want to learn. Because I knew also some of the other accounting companies, they've been in business for so many years, they're going to be way better than me. So I'm going to learn from their systems, their packaging, the way they lay out the information, and take it and improve it into my business. So that was one of the things that helped me. Now I'm this level where I have an office space. I have one assistant, but I can't afford to hire new employees. So what I end up doing is looking at programs that counties in Colorado offer, where they will pay you 90% of the new employee salary if they have been unemployed for about 6 weeks. So I end up going through those programs to lower my payroll expense to get more new clients and I can afford without having the obligation of payroll. And that worked perfect. One of my employees from 12 years ago, she's still with me till this day, actually.
Yeah.
And the second thing I did, actually, it was going to my school, CU Denver, talking to all my teachers and ask them for a free labor, basically internships. So I end up getting interns from CU, which helped the student having a nicer resume in their field. And also it helped me a lot in my business until I grew it. I still do the internship actually until this day. Over the years, we did over 70 interns.
Wow.
And that pushes us into 2012, 2013. By then I have a viable business. I'm making money. So I focus all my energy into real estate. And that's how I built the real estate side of things going forward, where we bought small apartments, turned them to houses, and just kept flipping that market and doing short sales and buying and selling in that field.
Awesome. I don't think I knew that about you as far as the real estate. I knew you had some real estate, but I didn't know that's kind of what helped you probably produce and build more companies, right?
Correct. So that gave us a lot of visibility and cash flow. So now I'm not just in the accounting field, I'm doing other businesses outside. And that's when I start realizing sometimes I need to focus my business more and lower my services, or not lower my services, define my service. So that's when ADB and Paycheck reached out to me and they bought the payroll service out of my hands, which freed me also to have a very defined product that I can serve and stay focused, and I can hire managers to manage the business. By then, now you're talking 2016, we have about 15 accountants in Denver. I'm invested in a bunch of other businesses out there and sold a bunch of businesses as well to help me grow further.
Wow. So basically you kind of took your accounting firm, sold the paycheck side of it, or the
payroll
side of it.
Yeah.
You had so many things going on. How did you manage it all?
I think it's just the concept of keep in mind and open to everything, attached to nothing. When I think of an idea and I try to implement it, I look at it from many different angles. And then I being able to adapt to new things and being able to forecast, okay, I need to shift my business. There's a new software that's taken over this. Let's shift our business to this way. And then moving around and being able to be flexible helped me a lot achieve those goals.
That's exciting. And the fact that you could be agile, you have many different, I guess, business ventures with other people. So what happened is you invested in other, and then you were able to take them to another level with your accounting background.
Correct. So one of the strategies I started implementing in 2016, which worked really well for us, is I start identifying businesses I want to be in. And once I identified the business, I had connection. I built a really good network. So I will tell them, I can grow your business to this level for free. And if I get it to that level, then I get a vested interest. I get my basically my equity piece. Nice. And we did that with one of the local companies here called the NuLeaf Naturals, one of the biggest CBD oil companies in the world. And we were able to take the sales from I think it was about $20,000 a month in 2016 to 2018 to become number 11 in Inc. 5000. Wow. First or highest growth in Colorado history. Wow. And then 2019, we also made it in Inc. 5000, but we were number 16. And we got an offer from Johnny Walker actually to buy us out in 2019, right before the pandemics, for $400 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So from a very small to large, by being able to forecast and being able to see the big picture and take some risk. By refusing to charge money, I took some risk, but the reward was a lot bigger.
Wonderful. I don't think a lot of people are open to that type of risk. So I really appreciate you talking about risk, because if in entrepreneurism, if you don't take risk, then you truly can't get to the next level. You really just can't. And you might be able to by luck, but not everybody's lucky. I
think one of the things that helped me in all those business ventures and really get to where I want to get to is the power of detachment. Being able to detach yourself from your business is a key here, and being able to let go. And that's where I end up selling most of my accounting business in 2020. In 2020, that happened, that transaction where I am a silent partner now. And it was tough watching somebody new taking over your business, but being able to detach yourself, you can think from a higher level where it helps you forecast different opportunities there.
You almost have to detach yourself from your own company and know it's your baby, but you truly have to, because you never know when it's going to be picked up, when it's going to be purchased, or what, whatever it may be. And when you're detached, you have more energy to do other things. And like you said, look at it from like a 50-foot to 1,000-foot to 10,000-foot view and make those decisions with a better understanding of what the bigger picture is going to be like, I guess.
Correct. Absolutely. Thank you for putting it in this way as well. But yeah, what we're doing right now is I am invested in technology with a new platform that's rolling out. It's called meeting.com. And it's an amazing sales tool. If you're into sales, it will help you sell. That's one of the projects. But the exciting project that I'm really working on and we're really excited about is the really exciting venture that we are promoting, and you're part of it too. So thank you. And you're one of the founders, actually, is being able to give back to the community and the business community and teach people how to scale their business, and also being able to forecast opportunities around their business by looking from an outside view. So what we're trying to do is do those conferences that we have one January 7th coming up. And basically we're going to talk to you about, or we're going to teach in it, a 3 element to help you scale your business up, live a healthier life, and being able to enjoy being in your business, by teaching some formulas and secrets that I have learned over the past 12 years.
I love it. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. As far as we call it Moe Aduan Inc, that's the event and coaching services. But what's cool is we're doing this for free January 7th. So January 7th, 2023, start your new year off right. And you're going to be able to truly understand how to, whether you're new or seasoned, how to scale your business. And it's coming from a gentleman who's worked with like 300 plus companies, in the past 12 years to help them grow their company. So he's obviously done it multiple times and continuing to do it. Going back to his technology company, I'm very impressed with. It's, like he said, called Meetin, MEETN. And what it does is it rivals Zoom. And I've had so many issues with Zoom over the years. And I'm just so excited for this new platform and this new technology, because it does so many more things. So yeah, I'm very excited about that, but really excited about the workshop on January 7th.
Yeah. And it will be at one of my buildings, actually, that we acquired about a year ago. So
yeah, it's a beautiful building. Great. It's called the Music Hall. It's in Lakewood, Colorado. So what would you tell your younger self, if you could give your younger self advice, just when you were coming to America?
Make more mistakes and try again. And also, if I have the chance to do it again, I will choose who to lose. Because a lot of the mistakes I made in business is I tried to connect and keep every client that I have. And sometimes that's really negative for the business growth and mindset. So keep this in mind. Choose who to lose, because you can't keep everybody. So choose who you don't want to do service with, and make sure to implement that, because it's a very tough decision to say no to money. But have I done that, I think my growth would have been a lot smoother than it was.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you. Anything else you'd like to tell the folks at home about what you're doing, what you're going to be doing, and any other advice?
The only advice I will say is choose something that you're really passionate about, because trust me, grinding every day is not easy. And unless you're really passionate about it, you're going to give up. It's not easy waking up at 5 a.m, 4 a.m, even 3 a.m, all the way till the next day doing tax return. And if you're not passionate about it, or you don't see the end of the tunnel or the goal, you will lose interest at some point. So choose something that you're really, really passionate about.
Absolutely. I love that. Mo, where can we find you on social media?
You can go to Moe Aduan at Facebook, Moe Aduan at Instagram and YouTube.
And moeaduan.com.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time, Mo. I am so thankful to be a part of what you're doing. I'm very excited about your future and the future of the company. And I'm really excited for people to learn from you because you have so much knowledge to give.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
Absolutely.